Hey everyone, my name's Amanda and I'm a fun-sized reader, and today I want to talk to you about The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. Remember when I said Christina Lauren was back last year when they started writing books that felt more like Christina Lauren? They're back. They're back because they did it again. They wrote The Paradise Problem, and I just feel like this is the Christina Lauren that I fell in love with years ago when I found rom-coms again. Christina and Lauren were the ones that brought me back to rom-coms. I read Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating, that one, and The Hating Game. I read both of those back to back, and I was like, oh my God, rom-coms. I've missed you. Here I am all these years later, still reading Christina Lauren, and so glad that they are back to what I felt brought me back into this space. The Paradise Problem is their newest book, and to be honest with you, I kind of felt like I was having a little bit of deja vu when I read this book because I had just read Bridesmaid for Hire by Megan Quinn, which is also set on an island at a wedding with fake dating with billionaire parents of the bride and group. It just felt like, how did both of these come out within a month of each other? And it was so funny. I was like, everybody wants to be on an island at a wedding right now. And also the movie, Anyone But You. But obviously those are not connected because we know each of those projects probably took a long time to make. That whole vibe, all three of those, Anyone But You, the movie, The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren, and Bridesmaid for Hire by Megan Quinn. If you are looking for that island vibe, here you go. Synopsis. The Paradise Problem is about a girl named Anna, and she is kind of down and out. She's struggling in her life to pay her bills. She just lost her job, and her father has cancer, so she is paying for a lot of his medical expenses. When all of a sudden, from her past comes her ex-roommate, who she married in order to get family housing while they were both away at school so that they could live closer to campus and pay less for housing. But what Anna didn't realize is when he left and she got the divorce papers, they weren't actually divorce papers. So Liam, or West as she knows him, shows up on her doorstep telling her that she needs to be his fake wife for a week for his sister's wedding on his family's private island because he is actually a billionaire heir to a huge grocery store chain. And in order to get his inheritance, he needs to be married for 5 years. So yes, they are still married. So now she needs to pretend like she is this fancy schmancy heiress wife, whatever, on an island in front of his parents and his entire family for a week. And the only one that knows that it's not true is his brother, who set them up to do this in the first place, who is her best friend. This book was so cute, guys. It was so cute. I gave it a solid 4 stars. I wanted it to have that extra little oomph that brought me up to 5, but there were parts of it, at least for me, that felt a little difficult to read. And that doesn't mean that it should take it down to not be a 5 stars by any means, but I rate on feel. And so if I wasn't feeling that, it couldn't be the full 5. But it was really, really good. I really liked it. It was so enjoyable. I loved the characters. Because it is a Christina Lauren book, though, it is spicy. They brought their spice level back. They're back in the game. So it is a 3 on my spice scale. There are a few scenes once it starts happening that are explicit. But it is a little bit, it's not like a full-blown slow burn, but it's not a fast burn at all. My island romances this spring have been very, very tropey because this one was also so tropey. You probably picked up on quite a few of them in the synopsis. We have the marriage of convenience. We have the secret billionaire romance. We have the fake dating, but really fake married, obviously, marriage of convenience. We have the best friend's brother. We have forced proximity and only one bed. Come on. All of them were just so fun. The tension in this book was top tier. I will say there is a warning that I want to give. I don't think that there was any sort of trigger warning in the book, but this book does heavily discuss a narcissistic parent and the effects that those relationships have on the children. It is on-page narcissism. So if that is difficult for you to deal with, please be aware before you read this book. It is not referred to, it is on page. And that is also the emotional immaturity of everybody else in the family. So just know that going into it, it's very real. It's very part of the book. And Christina Lauren wrote it very realistically and very well. It's a huge part of the story. There's a lot of manipulation. So just know that about the book. And for me, that was like the hard part to read because it was so on page. It was very intertwined in the romance. So while there were lots of like the cute romance and the tension and the like lovey scenes and all the stuff, the ooey gooey stuff that you want, there was some heavy stuff as well. I also love that Christina Lauren continues to give us standalone books. Standalone books are so great. They're so rare nowadays, and I love that they keep giving us these. So please keep it up. As always, I will put a link for the book down in the description below. If you like reading books about fantasy and romance, I post reviews on my channel weekly, so make sure to click like and subscribe if you want to be notified when I post another video. Thanks so much for chatting with me today about the Paradise Problem, and I'll see you guys next time.